All right, so society tells men that we need to get our stuff together and step up to the plate and save our money and get our money together. Be men, be a man, provide all these things, right? Um, that's easier said than done for a guy, especially nowadays where we have to do it alone. Because back in the day, you'd meet a woman before you level up and she'll help you level up. But now today you have to do it by yourself. So if so women and society complain about men, they're not they're not enough good men. Um, a bunch of men are just scrubs and broke, financially irresponsible, immature, um, violent, got mental problems. Um, need to seek therapy. Narcissist, egotistical, angry, bitter, all these things, right? So if society wants us to fix that, how do we fix that? Through, I guess, therapy if you want that, and or personal development, trying to become the best version of yourself. So everyone can agree that a man needs to be alone to fix himself, right? He needs to go be by himself, stop worrying about women, get his money together, get his confidence together, his character, integrity, work ethic, all these things, right? Go work hard, work 80 to 100 hours a week, save your money, become financially responsible, stable, independent. Move out of your grandma's, move out of your mom's, move out of your parents. So for guys to fix all of that, because there's a low, there aren't many good men to pick from. So the majority of men have to go MGTOW to fix themselves, right? The majority. Like, if women are only attracted to 10% of men nowadays, at least in the Western world, that means 90% of niggas gotta go. Sorry, 90% of guys gotta go MGTOW. Do personal development, be alone, and fix themselves. Do women really want 90% of men to go MGTOW? Put women to the side and focus on themselves and and fix their lives and their personality and their character? No more guys in your DMs. No more guys in your friend zone. No more guys there for just validation and attention. They're all alone now. Probably, and honestly, probably working together. Probably created a community and communicating with each other, just not with women. And of course, like, no homo, but you know, because I know people are gonna be like, oh, then there's just a bunch of dudes being gay. No, they're just sharing ideas, being like, what, asking others what worked for them, sharing what worked for them. Um, and that means the majority of women are just gonna be single and sharing a handful of guys, while 90% of men are just in a whole nother world. And then maybe it'll take 5 to 10 years before they come back around and look for uh, woman to either date or start relationships with, I would hope that they would not consider marriage after going MGTOW for a good period of time. Maybe not even 5 years. Maybe like as low as 2 years, right? But the whole social era we live in, where women have the upper hand in dating and sex and relationships compared to the majority of men, that would flip everything upside down, because this whole thing, the ship that is holding all of this, all these social dynamics, all these dating dynamics between men and women, and just relationships, and the whole thing that this is situated on is the attention of men. Because if it all went away, then the whole thing will just go out of whack. Like it's like turning the power off, like just shutting down the grid. Because male attention really is the power of this machine. Like you would think it's female attention, but female attention is scarce. How could you run something off of something that's scarce? Like that's like running a car like with the gas light on. No, you know it's in abundance and actually can make a difference. Male attention, because men spend money like on women. Attention comes with money, status, lifestyle, or it could just come with just someone to talk to about a guy that's breaking your heart, or someone to like your pictures, someone to comment on your pictures. Go on Instagram girls, like an Instagram girl with maybe like 50,000 and above followers, right? Go on her comments, and like if you keep on trying to like open up the hidden comments, that you realize the first comments are other girls like praising her and validating her, and she's replying to them, right? But if you keep hitting those show hidden comments, keep going all the way to the bottom, there's a huge thread. Just the bottom of the thread is just like literally hundreds of guys just thirsting over her, and she isn't paying attention to any of them because they're saying dumb stuff like talking about her toes and talking about licking her, and you know, not all of them are dumb, but a lot of them are dumb. But look what everything's sitting on top of, just this big thick foundation of valid, like thirsty blue pill beta validation. That's the foundation of it all. Just blue pill thirsty, incel, hungry validation from men. Because the majority of men are just, the majority of men, should I say this? When I say the majority of men, I wouldn't say the majority of men, but a huge chunk of dudes are just on the spectrum, man. Like those guys who, there's thousands and millions of guys just commenting on these girls' pictures, and that's, without them though, these women wouldn't have so many followers, so many comments, so many likes. You see what I mean? The majority of those likes and comments and follows are not pretty women or um, um, successful men that women actually want. The majority of them are thirsty, blue pill, weirdo, horny, perv dudes from all over the world. So they make everything look good. They're like the You can't have a pretty city, a nice, fancy, pretty city, without sewers, dumps, landfills, trash, like trash bins. Those, but it, as foul and nasty as it is, look how important it is. That's what those guys are to dating and relationships today. They're necessary, but they're just no one wants to deal with it. So I hope that makes sense. I'll try to make a better version of this video later, but it was on my mind and I had to get it out. Um, yeah, women aren't gonna want the majority of men to go MGTOW when really that's really the people talk about solutions, but at the end of the day, do they really want the problems to be solved? Because the answer is staring them right in the face. It's like climate change. Oh, we need to save the earth and stop polluting and blah blah blah. But we continue to just do all the stuff that and we keep doing it more and more while we talk about saving the planet, which is a very egotistical thing of humanity to save. First of all, but we know what we have to do. We have to go back to riding bikes and riding donkeys. We can't be manufacturing all these fancy designer clothes and throwing them away and creating landfills and being the answer is right in our face. But we just go, oh, we gotta save the world. Oh, climate change is gonna get too hot. That's just how humanity is. So we know how to fix this war between men and women. The majority of men have to go MGTOW, go to seminars, mental, get mental coaching from other successful men who could actually help. And women are just gonna have to feed off of validation, attention from each other, right? Because I mean, woman power, right? Like, if we're not that important, then we could just disappear. And you can like each other's pictures, validate each other, say you go girl, and that that should be substantial for you. So yeah, probably things I'm missing out, but I'll just make another video later.